Good evening, folks. This is Colin from Kincaid Outdoors. I hope everybody is doing well. I know there's no one in as of yet, but at least got to do my intro. I hope everybody is safe and warm. I know in some places it is getting bitter cold. I know in Houston, it is getting like 7 inches of snow at the very least, last time I checked. In Florida, it's got 4 or 5 in there. So how you doing, Rob? How you doing, brother? Glad you could make it. Hope things are well for you. How is I would say how's England treating you? That's all I'm going to say. I hope things are well over there. I hope the flooding is mitigated at the very least. Hey, King, how you doing, brother? I wonder how you're doing on your deal here. I got to pop out my chat real quick. I haven't done that yet. That'll be on the next thing I do. Hope everybody's doing well, I guess. Let's see. That's my old one from yesterday. I can't do that one. I got another one I got to bring up. There we go. How you doing, Jason? Link is in the top of the chat. If you want to pop up, you're more than welcome. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm checking on King. He's at 74 subscribers, and hopefully we can get him up to the 100 mark fairly soon. I've got a ACR. How you doing, brother? Glad you could make it. Ooh, I hope Ireland's going to be okay, because that's where my mom's side of the family is originally from. Got several topics we're going to try to go on today, so let's go see what's going on. I've got my coffee, got me my clean shirt on, that kind of thing. Beard is all at least brushed anyway. And I've already eaten, so I don't have to worry about eating on camera. Not going to do it despite CR. I did slice up some ham today for food, so that's it. Was apparently to my wife and son. They really liked it. Hopefully soon we'll get some more stuff going on. We were going to do some chili this weekend, but we need more chili powder to make it a proper setup. It's going to be venison chili this weekend. Oh, dang. I'm going to be talking about several different topics. Some may ramble, some may not. I don't know. It depends on how the flow goes in here. We may talk about, see if Jason got his rat that he was talking about. I know he's got snow going on down there, so who knows about that. In southeast Texas. We had snow here. We got about inch and a half, love, you think?
Not bad.
About inch and a half. And that came in this morning. And right now it is a lovely 9 degrees Fahrenheit. I would love to see what that belt looks like, Rob. If you could pop up and show me, I'd greatly appreciate it. I didn't get anything new recently. I did figure out some things. I have some things I'm working on. for both Jenny and myself. And Ian's got some stuff he's working on. But we're going to, see how things go. Man, you've got a heat wave going on compared to me there, CR. That's too bad. Maybe next time. I found out one of my favorite mounts for my tripods will hold my GoPro fairly well, so that's going to be pretty cool without turning on any buttons or anything. So I can attach it to my tripod, my lovely tripod over here, without having to change any mounts or anything like that, which is really nice. So I just pop that in here like that, and I've got my GoPro all set up, ready to go. I can't read the back, mind you, but that's the way it happens. But at least I'll be able to set my camera up anywhere I want to without having to worry about it too much. Okay, what items have you acquired so far, Rob, besides the belt? So over by Yankee Stadium, it's about 38 King. Okay. Man, I'm a little jealous. I know my wife would be, because 9 is nothing she really likes. If she had her way, she'd be bundled up under some heavy blankets with a book or her phone or both, and crochet at the same time. You do all three.
Oh yeah.
I have no idea what the latest.
I have many skills.
She has many hobbies.
Many skills. Yes,
I still think your hobby is collecting hobbies.
Yeah, probably.
You're a dragon who collects hobbies.
Yeah, I hoard hobbies.
CR says hi.
Hello.
Oh, if you guys want to see her, she's like right there. She can wave at you right there. Her and Mac's not over there anymore.
Nah, he's off doing something else. Probably in the bedroom.
Probably. More stoves. Okay, I can understand that. That's pretty cool. I would love to hear and see more about that one there, Rob. He said he's getting some more stoves. He's really running short. He's got some new cold weather, wet weather gear, and some new camo prints to test out. So there's that. I will say this. This is what I'm wearing today. And yes, please don't forget to do this. Just go outside. King, are you getting ready to do anything outside besides your pneumatic rifles and stuff? Do you, any other things besides like myself? As soon as this freaking knee is fixed, I'm be pushing myself quite a bit to get back into hiking shape where I can actually go out and do stuff. And I'm sure Jenny wouldn't mind me being away from the house where she can get some peace and quiet.
That'd be lovely.
It's not by choice, love. You know that. And I can't really camp out at the Mariposa like I want yet because the campground's shut down. So I got to wait a few months before that opens up.
By the time you're healed up, they should be open.
Yep. The chance of being killed by a penguin in the jungle is low, but never zero. I can agree. So does Jenny. Right now, I've got plans in the works for some local stuff as well as a major plan for something further away I'm trying to figure out. plus some bow fishing trips. Hey, Rob, how you doing, brother? Camping starts Memorial Day weekend. Okay. I'm not sure if I'll be back to work yet by that time, but I should be pretty close, depending on how my rehab goes after the. Huh?
The last weekend in May.
Well, it depends on how my rehab goes. I mean, it also depends on how the surgery goes too. So I'm going to push myself as much as I'm allowed to do without re-injuring myself or causing an infection or anything like that. But I do plan on, I'll be in town on Thursday, but not for very long because Jenny's an in and out type situation for surgery that day. That way you can't do the Buddy Christ thing, huh?
I can.
Just one-handed, but with a bandage on it next week.
I can also do this.
No, I'm not one of those. I could go like this, love. You know what that means?
Yes, I know what that means.
What's that mean?
That,
Over my heart with an L. Means love you.
that's what I just said.
Okay. Well, I hate to say this, but my hard of hearing on this side. It's not my fault. I do have your stuff I want to give you there, Rob. It's sitting over here on a shelf. I'm looking right at it. I got stuff right here for Dan if he ever pops in. He knows about that stuff as well. I am going to try to do some giveaways if I can get my subscriber count up a little bit and try to get things going, motivated for me to get out and go outside and have some fun, make some arrows this year, do some more backpacking, do some bow fishing for the first time because I got my bow fishing gear right there. I even found out something really cool this morning. I'll show my wife real quick. Love, you know my little backpacking bow that I carry?
Yeah.
Found a spot for it.
Here.
Is that not a cool spot or what?
That is a cool spot.
I have my stand that little TV tray that I have my computer on. The little cross pieces fit my takedown longbow perfectly right there, so I don't have to move it very far. So I've got a spot for it. Pretty much, I do hear with my heart more than my ears. But the thing is, the only thing I can hear in my ears right now is a lot of ringing, which will be forever. I can't get rid of it. But I can't hear very well on this side. And here comes Jason from Pet Center Outdoors.
Here I am.
Good evening, sir. You were missed.
I've been busy today, so.
Well, I mean, you were missed yesterday. I hope the crisis that you had to involve yourself in is nullified.
Yeah, it was just it's been a busy couple days.
Well, I'm just glad you're okay. I did say hi to Molly, and she said that everything was okay. So, I just wanted to check with you, see how you're doing.
I was doing some chores last night.
Okay. Well, I will let you know that King in here is doing a giveaway.
Yes, I heard that last night.
Yep. When he gets to 100 subscribers, he's going to do a giveaway for a PCP rifle as well as a CO2.
Yeah, and he goes, did he do a video on it yet?
Yes, I don't think he's done one on it yet because he's not up that far yet.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering if he's,
He's at 74 right now.
No, so, I mean, if he's decided what he's going to do it as a giveaway, what model?
It's what he has in stock. He's got extras. Okay. He's not buying anything. It's going to be secondhand. Okay. But the thing is, I signed up. Even Ian signed up.
Yeah.
So,
all right. I'll get it here in a bit. Okay. Hello, Rob. Hello, CR. Hello, Rob. And King Break Barrel. Hello.
Yeah, we were just checking things out. Going by a little bit here, things here and there. I discovered something today when I was just fooling around. This is my my Bauer thing I use for my cell phone.
Yes.
And you guess you can see it fits my GoPro when I turn it sideways.
Mhm.
So I can use this without having to tear everything apart. I can just use that. Sorry, Mac. I still need to get a new remote for it because it used to have a little handheld remote, but it broke.
Yes.
So I could probably order a new one or something that would work for that because I don't want to have to rely on strictly my phone for the remote to start and stop it from a distance.
GoPro, turn on.
Huh?
GoPro, turn on.
It doesn't work that way.
Okay, GoPro, start recording.
Cliff's here. Cliff. Now, I can do that by just pushing down the top button there.
Oh, by the way, King Brake Barrel, these are wonderful.
What are they? Oh, the hybrid stuff? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what, how heavy are we? How many grains?
Those are 22 grains.
Okay.
Only have 2 that they're actually, one is super accurate with it, and one is, it's within a half an inch at 25 yards.
Okay. That's good to know.
And believe it or not, that one's CO2.
Okay. I look forward to you coming up there, Cliff.
Yeah.
Cliff was in and out yesterday. He didn't come up, but he was
Yeah.
up there. I had Ajax on most of the time.
Yeah, I heard that. Like I said, I was taking care of the kitchen and some other stuff.
I was going through some of my arrows, and I found one that completely needs refletched, and there's nothing wrong with it other than it needs new fletching, which I have extras of. So I'm considering practicing with getting this one to be a 4-fletched arrow.
Yeah, I was going to go live on a different platform, but it's
Rumble?
so dark cold. Yeah, I couldn't have the door open at all. It was just too
I'm
dark.
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was. What was it? It was what did we get down to? I mean, it was outright cold past few nights.
I think corn-fed's going to be back soon. I'm assuming that's what BBS stands for.
Yeah, Monday we were at 23, and Tuesday we were 13 degrees.
There's negative 11.
On Tuesday, we were at -11 at 7 o'clock in the morning. No, sorry, -14.
We had alligators frozen in the pond.
I've seen somebody who found a rattlesnake frozen.
Yeah.
In mid, like that. Now, it doesn't mean he's dead. It just means he's frozen. If he's anything like an alligator, he'll not die, he'll just go dormant. We are currently,
Ajax, how you doing? And Cliff, how you doing?
we are currently -1.
No, that's just too cold.
That's just what it is right now.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's going to get cold.
It's 50 degrees and I'm cold. But then again, I got real sick because of the cold when I was a lot younger.
It keeps on changing on me now. One thing, at 1 minute it said -1, next that it said now it's 8, but it feels like -2. So I have no idea what it is. It changed within a minute, but it's freaking cold.
Probably because it's just updated right when you looked at it.
Probably. Actually, where we're at 8 and below is kind of normal. We don't get above freezing for months on end after January. Generally,
That's too cold.
it's normal. That's all I can tell you.
All right.
Yeah, it is. So, but the thing is, when it's hot with a lot of humidity. When it's cold, it's bitter cold. So there's no spring and fall are our best times.
No, like I said, it's bitterly cold here. I mean, we have the humidity right around about 25%. And it's cold. Everything's frosted over or iced over. just from the air condensing.
GoPro, start recording. Okay, Jason, go for it. You know what you want to do.
No, I'm only for Cliff. He loves doing that more than I do.
Well, you haven't done it yet.
GoPro, turn on.
The other way.
What?
Say turn it the other way. What do you say if you don't want to turn it on? You turn it off? How do you turn it off?
What, GoPro, turn off.
Say it louder.
GoPro, turn off.
Nope. Cliff, go for it.
GoPro, start recording.
It already is.
Go. GoPro, stop recording.
Didn't work. But it's recording right now, folks. It's not going to do much. I just GoPro, stop recording.
GoPro, start recording.
You missed it. It's not hearing you. You're going too fast, probably. Jenny's got her first of the 3 surgeries she's got to get done.
3? Wow.
Well, she's got one in her finger, which is next Thursday. She's got one in her foot. We haven't been scheduled for that yet. And where's the third one at, hun? In your jaw? In her sinuses. These are all cyst related. Nothing, they're not cancerous or anything. It's just annoying is all get out. GoPro ordered 200 rolls of toilet paper.
Well, get ready because we're probably going to have to. Because, you know, everybody apparently thinks that they're going to be able to survive on toilet paper and paper towels.
They tried that during the pandemic. They didn't help.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Get ready for another one.
Then people were charging like $12 a roll to people.
That's because they're stupid. I'm sorry. I don't know if you're like low on fiber, but unless you're planning on eating a roll of toilet paper a day, toilet paper is pointless to have in spades.
Well, what I would do with something like that, I'd get myself a tin coffee can, one of those rolls of paper, and one of these, and I would have a stove or some heating device or something I could use it for to cook my food if I needed to.
Hey, Doug. How you doing?
Hey, Doug. Doug said it's the coldest he's ever been since he's lived there since '97.
They got snow in Florida.
Yeah, but not where he's at. He's a little further south than that. It's still colder than it's been since he's from.
I still remember 86, so 85 and 86. Seeing it on the news.
Wow. So what's your temperature, Doug? I don't know. I don't know anybody from New Orleans, but I know New Orleans. The shores of near New Orleans were frozen over.
Oh yeah, they had like almost 8 inches of snow
and ice. They had ice on the water, so that's saying something for them.
You should have seen them with the front end loaders getting it off the bridge and just dumping off the edge of the bridge into the
water,
the rivers. Yeah.
What was that again?
Over there got like 10.5 inches of snow.
They were They were using the front end loaders and dumping it into the river.
Oh. I know that a lot of people in Houston were sledding for the first time, and they were loving it. So there's another guy who was a TikTok resident from Florida, and they said, "Oh, they're expecting snow." He's looking at his backyard. He's got his pool going. It's all green. 4 hours later, he's got 2 inches of snow, and his kids are jumping in and out of their heated pool.
Yeah. No, the funny part was the Kellys missed the snow line by literally a mile.
Really?
All they got was sleet and ice.
Unhappy. Well, sleet and ice is bad, though. Enough.
Oh, yeah, you should have seen the trees all.
Well, he's outside with a Carhartt on.
Yeah, well, we were lucky. We got 2 inches of snow. We were on the northern side of the storm.
Right.
So all we got was powder. So we didn't have to worry about, the trees snapping because of all the excessive weight from the ice.
Well, you said you do have alligators in your area, so
oh yeah,
it will be affected.
It didn't get that cold for him.
He said it's 42 where he's at. That's still pretty cold for Florida where he's at.
Yeah.
Man, as long as the sun's out, that's a warm day.
Yeah, I think we got to 48, 52, somewhere in there. Let me double check here.
I do know that, I mean, it's going to sound crazy for people who are from Iowa, but when it gets about 30 degrees, 32 degrees here in Iowa, and no wind but sun, people will be out in shorts.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Shorts.
I
I've
was
seen
doing the
people
same
even
thing
in
today.
Crocs and a number of other footwear at literally freezing temperature. But in Iowa, that's warm for this time of year. That's a
Well,
heat
even
wave.
No way.
well, when it's here, when it's really really cold and it's just damp,
Right.
it's just cold.
Oh, anything when there's moisture in the air makes it feel much colder.
Oh yeah.
Or any slight breeze.
I sent you guys something that I found on YouTube about a hot tent and stove that this guy's giving away. So I'm not sure if you guys got it or not. So
I probably did.
I know I sent it. I'm not sure if you got it. If you didn't, I can send it to you. But he's doing a giveaway of a Vivor compact wood stove and a hot tent. So I'm not sure
we
if
were
you
looking at
ever
those
need
one day.
one, but it'd be kind of cool to have one, right?
I mean, I don't know where I put it. I'm already running out of space here as it is, just for garbage
Well,
stuff.
the stove, when it's completely flat, it's literally flat, with the exception of the stove pipes.
And the legs.
No, everything folds down too. It's not very big. It's really tiny. But it's enough for the Vivor tent that it's in to keep it warm.
Feels so nice now.
Oh, did you get your heaters starting to work in your shop?
Well, no, it's been working. It's just too cold outside for it to actually work properly. The heat pump.
Right.
Yeah, when the heat pump gets when the outside temperature gets so far, the heat pump can't work no more. So we're at 35. So in about another 4 degrees, yeah, the heat pump's not gonna be efficient.
Well, you guys seen my tent, both you guys, and you know that spot that I had repaired would be the perfect spot to put a stove jack in. And I would like, but I'm not sure what size stove would be perfect for that tent.
Not a big one.
Well, not a small one either.
You'd
Trying to find
be
the right
surprised
size for the
how
budget.
much the stove can heat one of those things.
Yeah.
It don't take much.
So just, I want something big enough where it wouldn't, could hold some logs so that way it'll hold enough to last for a couple of hours, not just like an hour at a time.
Oh, that's why you dampen it. Make it burn slower.
And also, I could cook on it if I needed to, or you at least have the ability to add a accessory to add like hot water. Those little hot water tanks you can clamp onto them, kind of thing. Because having a kettle is nice, but having a big water tank that I can just draw water from is better.
Generally, those things will only hold about 3 to 5 gallons at most.
Don't need much for that, though. I can do some coffee. I can do some oatmeal or tea.
Jason, don't tell me I got that right. I just took a wild guess. I don't even know what you're talking about.
What's the question?
Hot
So
tent.
it's a hot tent. What color is the bikini? The hot
I
tent,
don't get the reference.
right?
Huh?
It's like the difference between a water heater and a hot water heater.
There's no such thing as a hot water heater.
Because hot water's already hot.
No, the hot water heater has a bikini on it.
I don't know that. I'm not one of those furnace guys. I don't know. My hearing's been really off, Cliff, so don't worry about it.
No, Jason's bad. Not even a bad dad joke. That was a terribly horrible bad dad joke.
Well,
No.
generally, it wasn't even groan worthy.
Oh, it was groan worthy. I just wasn't groaning out loud.
Doug says, Cliff, not sure, but I get 15 minutes, and I got to take it off.
Excuse me.
I almost a while back I almost picked up one of those battery powered vests. You know, the ones you can put your little battery pack in, heat up and stuff. I didn't know what it was at the time until after I realized I got home. When I went back to go get it, it was gone. But I didn't have a use for it, you know, so I don't, you know. Ooh. And don't be calling Molly his boiler. He may be able to get under his, you know, get him hot under the collar, but that's different.
No, Molly is the boiler maker.
Ooh, probably.
Aren't all women?
Boiler
Definitely.
maker. I forgot the ingredients to that.
I don't even know what's in it. I know what it is. I still don't know what it is. You know, I don't drink that kind of stuff.
Doug was referring to because he said he was in his Carhartt, so I asked him if it was the onesie.
I have seen those. I've seen those.
Full Carhartt suit. Like you
I think the overall. They're called the overalls. Ian's got one, I think.
Yeah, I got one behind me.
No.
Hey, Vlad,
Mine's not a Carhartt though.
here for a second.
I've had that thing what, almost 30 years now.
No, I think we acquired it.
Years.
Come here for a second. I got a question for you. You have a Carhartt overalls, don't you? I could have sworn you.
I did.
Is it here or up at your mom's?
I sold them.
Oh, to who?
Ow!
Don't remember.
A knee in the
To Mandy?
I believe so.
Oh, that was we already sent her the vest. She already bought the vest. I don't think she got the overalls. She got the vest.
I would have to look.
Okay, I thought you had some in your room.
I think I do. I just don't know.
Yeah,
This
he
is,
acquired it like one of those curb find deals.
This is a Commander Sportsman's Apparel, which I don't even think is in business anymore.
I don't never heard of it.
Well, like I said, it's about 30 years old.
Probably, yeah.
I'll tell you what, this stuff keeps me warm.
No, see the onesies because Carhartt does make onesies. They do make coveralls, so you can. I was wondering if he was in 0 degree coveralls.
Oh, I don't know if he would be able to move if he was in one of those.
You can move in those.
Jason, I actually have a quick question for you. You mentioned that foldable solar panel thing. Is it still available? And if so, how much?
Nope, we are out of them.
Dang.
Now they finally got rid of them at $20.
Yeah.
If I was hoping you'd save one back for me, but I told you I'd send you money if you had it there this Friday.
Yeah, like I said, nope, don't have any more.
Carhartt overalls. Did they find a Carhartt jacket?
Ian's got the jacket.
No, it's like a different one.
Is it not a Carhartt?
Yeah, it is.
I got a
Yeah. Here's
cotton hoodie and a
real tree lined Carhartt jacket. What size is that?
extra short.
I don't want it, bud. I'm just curious what it.
Yeah. Like I said, winter's not over yet.
This is an extra large. That thing's huge and heavy.
It is warm.
No, it is definitely warm. You're not going to get cold in that thing. Carhartt makes really good gear. That's why you usually see me wearing my gray one every once in a while. I don't have it on me right now, but probably down there somewhere. Sent you a picture. Who would you send a picture to? To Cliff or me or Jason?
Probably on the chat.
Probably Cliff.
No, nobody sent me nothing.
Mine didn't go off.
You sent a snowball to our outdoor people on Instagram. It's a nice size snowball.
Oh, CR sent something.
Yeah,
I don't know. My phone's right next to me. I didn't even hear it go off.
but that's a decent sized snowball. Not a real packed one, mind you, but
Oh, he's got some. That's a dense, crispy, crunchy snow. I can feel that snow from here.
you can go. Here it go.
Yeah, I get crunchy snow. I used to get crunchy snow like that in Denver all the time. Because it would snow and then it would rain and then it would snow on top of that, and then you'd have like an inch of just crunchy snow.
Doug's looking forward to when it's back in the 70s, in the 80s next week. In Iowa, it could be in the 50s next week, but the thing is, the couple days after that, it'd be like in the negatives again. As of right now, let's see here. By tomorrow morning, we will be at 1 degree in the morning. So,
No, heat wave.
oh yeah, no, actually, that's colder than where we're at right now. We're at 8. So we're going to be dropping about 7 degrees.
Reverse heat wave.
I know Cliff doesn't go to thrift shops very much because he thinks they're kind of useless over there because you can't find anything decent. Am I right, Cliff?
Pretty much. Everyone just gets rid of garbage over here.
I do know that Goodwill does sell some gear online. They do have their own website. You can check there. I also know that the DAV thrift stores do the same. So you guys can try looking those places up online. You can probably find some good deals there. So I know for a fact they have sold muzzle loaders online. I just thought it was really weird that they sold them, but they said they're not classified as firearms in Iowa. So
They're not classified as firearms across the U.S.
yeah, but the thing is, most thrift shops don't sell items like that, so they're okay with selling them. By the way, Sierra loves the reverse heat wave thing. Jenny's loving getting little, praise there.
Winter's not over yet. We still got another month and a half.
I can hear the heat miser and cold miser doing their thing.
You know what does really well?
What?
A Sonic's styrofoam cup. And a couple of, and a rag.
Yep. I ran across something like that on Instagram at like 1:30 in the morning. It said how Texans waterproof their water spigots, and it was a rag, a plastic, a Ziploc bag, a rubber band, and a Whataburger cup. And I just started laughing.
Oh, yeah. But it works.
Yeah.
I'd seen somebody who did a thing for down in New Orleans. They were putting their what's that spice that everybody likes in New Orleans? They put on their food. I can't remember what it's called.
Louisiana hot sauce?
No, not the sauce. It's like your rub, but it's not.
Cajun?
Yeah, the Cajun seasoning, but they used that instead of salt on their.
Snap your mama?
Huh?
Snap your mama?
I don't know, not that one. But I can't. I just saw the video on YouTube, so I don't know.
You know what? You better eat that. I'm going to keep that. That's how we get ants. Eat that cookie.
Eat that cookie. Eat that cookie.
That's how we get ants.
Today I got to use one of my old finds to help make supper today. I'm not sure if you remember, Cliff, when I found that hand crank meat slicer.
Yes.
For $5.
Yeah.
It worked just fine. I had to put it up just right for I could slide the meat slide on one side and still crank it without sliding away from me because I don't have clamps to clamp it down, but it works really, really well. I keep seeing putting plastic over the driveway. I've seen people do that and over their vehicles.
Tarps work better.
Tarps, I've seen plastic. Someone did it with plastic wrap. Don't ask me why they did it, but it worked.
He
Well,
already
your
has
bright
one.
mind would waste that
He's
many
got
rolls
one.
of plastic.
It was a
wrap.
pickup truck. They did it around the cab of their pickup truck.
He's hoarding cookies.
Just don't give him any milk.
Ooh. He's not going to, if you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to want a glass of milk. You know that, right?
Dogs are lactose intolerant.
Not some dogs. I knew a husky that loved it. Every time you try to tell him no, he'd wait for someone to move, and they'd start drinking out of their milk. Loved ice cream too, surprisingly enough. But that was just weird. He's got no chocolate though. I've seen people actually in Florida using a snowblower to clear off their
leaf blower.
Oh yeah, leaf blower. They did it on their greenhouse. They had the fabric cut kind of greenhouse like you got, and they had snow in there. But I also seen one that has a full-on wood setup that didn't go blow down during the hurricane, but collapsed under the weight of the snow.
Yeah, snow gets heavy.
It just folded it. It's not a small one of those things. It was a full-on huge one.
Yeah, snow gets heavy.
Now he's different. Okay, I got to put this up where I can read it better.
Yeah, that was at Civic Center that they were tearing down that collapsed.
No, this wasn't a civic center. This was actually someone's farm.
Oh,
Where they had all their like farm equipment underneath there. It's like a big awning thing, but it's not. I'm not sure what the word is for it. Like a pole barn.
a lean-to.
No. This was full-on pole barn. It was tall enough where you could drive tractors underneath, that kind of thing. And it literally just went in the middle.
Sidewalk roulette. That's funny.
That's also called entrapment, or you can get in trouble for that.
Don't eat the yellow snow.
Yeah, definitely. Though I have seen several people, Dave Canterbury included, making snow ice cream. So I don't know if you would really want to go try to do that, folks, those who have snow.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to write my name in the snow. It was too cold.
Oh, that's too bad. You'll never get a chance again.
Yeah, I will in 4 years.
Maybe.
Hey, we still got, 8, 9 more weeks of winter left?
Yeah.
No, 6.
It wasn't a flat roof, CR. It was actually a pitched roof like this, but it was like a really, I'm not sure what do you call it. I'm trying to describe the size of it because it was one of those really big ones. Size of a barn, but it had open sides all the way around. But
it
it
was just carport. Yeah,
it wasn't a carport.
They still call it a barn, even though there's no sides.
Right. But they were surprised it took snow to take it down when a hurricane didn't. But it probably just got damaged enough in the hurricane to cause the snow, because they didn't have a lot of snow on it, probably about that much, but it was all over the entire roof.
Yeah, like I said, snow is heavy.
It can be. It depends if it's wet or not, too. And people say, but snow is water. Dry snow doesn't weigh as much as wet snow.
Yeah, like I said, the snow finally melted off today here.
We actually gained about an inch and a half or to 2 inches of snow this morning. So, yeah, the pitch was not very much. It had a pitch like that. Then all of a sudden you can see it collapse.
Yeah, I think I got enough chill hours now for my apples.
Yeah, probably. I think even mine will be doing pretty good this year, too.
Oh, I'm going to do something real quick.
I've got quite a bit of pruning I need to get done.
I'm trying to bring up that if anybody's interested in a chance to try to win a hot tent and stove, I'm going to find that video and share it with you guys. It's from Adventures with Spackman. If anybody knows who he is.
I've run across him, I think, a few times on YouTube.
He's getting up to 25,000 subscribers. So he did a video where he's at. He stayed overnight in the V-board tent with a stove. And he says it's got some pros and it's got some cons, which he explains on the video. But one scene that he did is that he's got this, it's dark in his tent. You can look at the stove, and the stovepipe is glowing bright red all the way up. That's freaking hot, if you ask me.
It's too hot.
The thing is, I mean, that's really thin metal, is what he said. So I would say swap out the stovepipes as soon as you're able to, something a little bit more robust. But I don't know if that's designed because it's a flat pack tent stove. So it flat, when you first get it, you just takes like 8 screws and it flat packs. That's it. But it's got a carry bag, which you can carry it with the legs folded up and everything else if you want to. Cliff's listening to something because he's bebopping.
No, I'm just jamming. I don't have nothing going right now other than StreamYard.
Okay, well, here's that video, folks. If you want to checking it out, all you have to do is type in the words "I'm in," like, share, and out the video and everything. And there it is. He says that the tent will be used, but the Vivor will send you a brand new stove to you from there because it's a giveaway from Vivor. So
essentially, he's ordering it off of Vivor and then using the recipient's address as the shipping location.
Nope. The Vivor themselves are shipping it out to them because it's one of those. You test this out, we'll give you a free one to give away. It's a sponsorship thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know anything about it other than the video I just watched today. But it's right there. Go check it out if you want to. You don't have to, but and if anybody here wins, I would love to see you guys do something with it. I know Cliff doesn't have the room for it, but who knows? He might change his mind and do a desert video or something.
Camping in the desert.
Stranger things have happened.
Camping in the desert.
I could see you going out there with, do sort of your version of Junkyard Fox stuff.
Just camping in my own front yard.
Hey, whatever works.
Well, if Cliff wins, he can, like I said, go camping on the desert and dress up like Rommel.
No. Just, I hate to say it. That's
I respect that person too, by the way.
That's a bad taste joke right there.
Who?
But Rommel,
the Desert Fox.
the German,
Tank commander of Africa.
not the Nazi.
Uh-huh.
Well, I know who he is, and that's just a bad taste joke. Now, if he was one of the guys from the Rat Pack, from Rat Patrol, that's different. Those guys are cool. I can't remember all the names on that show, but that's different. You see my char tin glowing red? Yep. I've gotten my char tins glow red a couple times before, but it depends on what you're using. Now, if you're using something like a Altoids tin, they will stop smoking way before to get that red, and you pull them out by that time that happens. So I haven't really done a lot of making a lot of char cloth recently. I don't know if Cliff has done any recently.
Not recently, but I did find my char cloth tin.
What kind do you use?
I used an Altoids tin, but when I made the char cloth, I used denim. I had like 12 or 15 sheets of denim in there. Yeah. Oh man.
Now, when Cornfed gets his tin is a lot bigger than the one I normally use. So
that thing used to be red, like all the way around.
Yep. Those are the ones you generally don't. If they have a hinge, don't necessarily you need to put a hole in it.
Yeah, I still stuck a hole in there, but
you don't need to though. I don't.
Trust me, this stuff is charred all the way through. I tear off like little pieces. I mean, look how thick that is.
That's pretty thick. I bet it catches the spark really well too.
Oh, like nobody's business.
I used to use round tin CR, but let me grab pork that's tin. When he goes to make his own, this is what the tin that be sent towards. Oh, those would work too, Jason.
Yeah, ammo tins work good for, but you definitely have to put a hole in those ones.
Oh yeah.
Well, the ones with the hinges, like this one here, and the Altoids tin, there's plenty of room for there's char cloth in here along with his other stuff. He can make all the char cloth he wants in this thing.
Look, I've tried to snuff this out. Look. There we go. Now it worked. I tried to snuff that out 3 times and it wouldn't do it.
You're a lot braver man than I don't like getting burnt.
That's why I licked my fingers. It's just, I mean, it's just an ember. It's not really doing much, but that one little square, it's like, I mean, that's a little tiny square. I'm barely holding the corner of it.
Right.
That's more than enough to get a bird's nest going. And I've got a whole freaking tin full of this stuff.
I've seen people use the round cookie tins that the ones you usually see like butter cookies in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they use like terry cloth washcloths and stuff like that, which are 100% cotton too. And they leave them intact because they like the entire thing, and then they snuff it out when they're done. You're not Prince Charming yet there, CR. If he's going to pun, I'm going to double pun him. Now, as far as I know, Ian and Jason are the only ones that have fire pistons. And I think
I had 13 pieces of char cloth in here.
Where are you at now?
12.
And
I know I had to have had 13 because that's the only place this little square could have come from.
Right.
Because I just went and counted all the stuff that I had in there, and nothing was missing a corner, so I had to have had 13. Or potentially 14.
I had some char cloth in this thing, but as you can see, it's all powder now.
Yeah, it'll still work.
It'll still work, but I'm thinking about putting this into Rob's bag tin with a little extra char cloth. That way he has a place to keep his char cloth separate from everything. Because it will disintegrate if you're not careful. No, I already not trying to, did so. But
yeah, it's gone.
You know what? It's buried over here. The little ones, the little mini Altoids cans, the little tins, the little tiny micro ones.
Right.
You can use that. One of those would be more than enough char cloth.
Any old mint tins will work for making char cloth, but those are the most common ones that people use for some unknown reason. It's like synonymous with char cloth.
That's because the tins themselves are relatively cheap to get.
Right. But like I said, I've seen people use the big cookie tins for that too. But that's when you're doing mass, big amounts of char cloth, like using denim or
canvas.
Canvas would work. Like I said, the terry cloth towels, which are 100% cotton as well. Any of one of those three will work. As long as it's 100% cotton.
I think the denim burns hotter and it burns longer, in my opinion.
Possibly, but a good cotton canvas will do really well too. I don't have any canvas available right now, though.
I don't either. I mean, I can go to the store and buy some. There, I can go get a freaking tarp for like $6.
I wonder how long a big cookie tin will work.
The what?
I was wondering how a big cookie tin will work.
Yes, I've seen people use those. That's what I was talking about.
That took a long time.
I actually saw somebody do this, Cliff. Some places that do tents and stuff, they have samples that they give out before you can show what color their canvas is and everything else.
Yeah.
And it's 100% cotton canvas, but they're little teeny squares on a key ring that they send you, where you can just go through and check out whatever they have for samples. And those things make awesome char cloth too.
Yeah, you gotta find a tin to stick them in though, because they're a weird shape. They're usually like the paint.
These are like little rectangles or little squares, but still, that would still work.
Also, I'm saying though, you gotta find a tin that'll fit them up. Then either that, or you're gonna have to cut them in half.
And it's not like something we haven't done before anyway.
True. Yeah, no, again, these really, when you're making char cloth, there really not much difference between this and a gasifier. There really isn't.
That is like a base model gasifier, technically.
Yeah.
If you're watching your char cloth, your tin while it's doing that, you probably will see flame come off the top of that, out of that hole.
Oh,
That
yeah.
little hole right there that I was, when I stuck this in the fireplace to cook it, that thing was shooting out a straight stream of smoke, like 3-4 inches.
But the thing is, you could have lit that, and it probably would
I
have.
probably could have. Well, I mean, it was already in a fireplace. If it was going to light, it would have lit on fire in the fireplace.
Right.
But yeah, I've got enough char cloth here to last me a long time.
I have 2 tinfuls.
I've got a lot more than that, but I'm trying to provide for both Jenny, myself. Ian's got his own. Now I got some for Jason, for Rob in his tin. So I like keeping extras on hand because like I said, I'm going to add this one here with some extra.
That's the good thing about that particular fire tin is that once you use the Altoids can to make your char cloth, that'll fit right in there sideways,
Right.
on like one half.
Do you put in anything like a striker or a ferro rod in there with it?
Now, because I usually if I take the tin with me, I normally have the ferro rod with me at all times anyway.
As you already know, I keep mine. I've got the tobacco tin that I use that I've got from Race, and I keep my flint and steel set in there too. So I like keeping that extra because I like my striker. It always.
Really? Did they just announce that King Brick Barrel?
I have no idea what that is, but I'm assuming you guys do.
Oh, no. No, I'm gonna go. I would love to go to that Mecca.
Did they say where?
Right now? SHOT Show
Where?
in Vegas.
I had it in Vegas.
Oh, you're closer to that, aren't you, Cliff?
Yeah.
You have to be invited.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So it's a vendor only thing?
It's pretty much, yeah, you have to either be a vendor, which they are extremely choosy about vendors.
And then you also have the media.
But Cliff is a LLC. He can go in under his own little,
I'm not a big enough channel to get in.
Media is media. As long as you follow the guidelines and they say it's cool.
They only give out so many passes.
Yeah. So the only other way in is if you know a vendor and you basically piggyback on them.
Most likely.
If you're an affiliate.
Now, there are probably at least 4 or 5 channels that I do know go to these that I could probably somehow convince to let me go, but I really don't want to stay in Vegas during that event because it is crazy.
Hey, Cliff, you can say you're delivering pizza. You can say you're delivering pizzas.
Good. That's a long-ass ways to deliver pizza.
But you would be able to get it. You would believe people don't stop pizza delivery. They don't. Because people get hungry.
Yeah, like I said, they only let so many media cards out or passes.
But let's see here. What's your favorite type of fire starting method? Everybody. I'm just curious because everybody's got their favorites. You guys know mine. Cliff knows my exact opposite. My bait of my existence.
My propane torch.
Propane torch? Got one of those. Mine's more butane than
propane. The butane torch, or are you talking about the big torch for the propane bottle?
That's a propane one. He's actually got his flamethrower. About yours, Cliff?
It's usually a lighter if I have it on me, but
a big lighter.
Honestly, I stopped carrying lighters around with me because I've actually had them explode in my pocket.
What do you remember to have the lip of it zip tied open?
No, because normally I hate to I always leave the little metal strip if I'm going to carry it in my pocket.
No, but the thing is, where the little button is there, not the wheel, but the tab there where you press down on.
Yeah, no, but if you leave the safety latch in there without stripping it off, the little metal strip right there keeps the wheel from turning.
No, but the thing is, just pushing the button,
releases the gas.
Yeah, but if there's nothing in your pocket to ignite it, it's not going to do anything.
No, but the thing is, it will release the gas. You'll be reaching in your pocket for an empty lighter.
Yeah, that's why these things are super cheap.
Well, that's why I put a little zip tie on mine, so that way it doesn't allow it to.
Yeah, but then you got to break the zip tie off when you need it.
Yeah, but the thing is, you know, it's going to be 100% usable. It's not going to be empty. But then again, I'm using the little teeny ones anyway. I'm not using.
If I'm really that desperate, I could just put like wire tie around it. I usually have some over here.
Like I said, I just use a little zip tie. Is all I use, and I've got one right here.
I got a bag full of little ones over here somewhere. They moved again.
I'm gonna use this one as an example because this was the one you sent me, and it's got a little zip tie on it, as you can see right there.
Yeah, they ship them that way. I didn't put that on there. It came in the bag.
No, I know that. But the thing is, this is why I zip tied my other one, because of this. And it's a good way to keep it from, if it's in your pocket, it won't discharge. So it'll be 100% usable when you need it.
Camera being weird.
Oh, friction fire is one way. No one talks about chemical fires or electrical fires or.
That's because normally nobody walks around with jumper cables and a 12-volt battery to start a freaking fire in the middle of the woods.
But you could use a simple AAA battery and a gum wrapper.
Yeah, but that one's kind of a sort of a one-shot deal.
Well, you can also use steel wool too, probably with the same method.
Yeah, but how many people do you know that just wander around in the bush with steel wool and a 9-volt battery?
Well, I don't use 9-volt battery. I use a AAA battery because that's what I used for these.
Now, see, the problem is when you're doing that is not only does the wire in the center get hot, but the contact points get hot too, and you end up melting lines in your fingers.
That's why you wear gloves. That's one people don't talk about gloves in their bushcraft kits. You need gloves.
They still get hot through the gloves. Leather can only support so much heat.
Yeah, but you're not going to be sitting there cranking your finger on it. Once steel wool gets started, it stays going. You know that.
Yes and no. It has to have sort of like airflow to go. So, I mean, you can do steel wool, but you have to constantly blow on it.
But once it's lit and you blow on it, it's staying lit, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You don't have to keep on holding on to the end pieces for that. You just got to get enough to get it started. But that we all know that we have fun with the Fresnel lenses and stuff like that. Nothing wrong with that. But you got to have sun, as everybody knows.
Speaking of which, add some of those to my Amazon box.
Are you going for the big ones like we had at the gathering, or are you doing the smaller ones?
No, if I'm going to do them, I'm going to get the big ones.
Because those ones the size of tablets work really, really well. They put out the heat. I can't tell you how many things all of us guys just had fun burning up at the gathering. I mean, if I had more of those, I would use one. I've only got the small one, pocket-sized one right now.
I can get 3 of them for $8. That's not bad.
Yeah, we got ours at the bin store in Des Moines at the time. Jenny found them, and as everybody, Rob had them, but Rob lost them. But it was nothing. He didn't lose them on purpose. They got quite acquisition 101s because they didn't think it. A locked car doors doesn't work for someone who's a junkie. Especially when they want their stuff. Same thing for you, Cliff. Happened to you.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, my car door wasn't locked.
When they stole my first bug out bag, they smashed my window, even though the door was unlocked.
Yeah, because people are stupid.
Pretty much. And that's how babies are made? What? What's up with that, Jason?
Oh, you got to read the chats up above.
All I see is a heated talk sparking his interest, seeing an old flame. You know, talk about start friction. Then you said dark humor, but that then it kind of went a different direction.
Dark.
Now, what's your favorite method, Jason?
What, starting fire?
Yeah. I mean, literally. I mean, if you're not going to carry your flame.
Bic lighter.
Your Bic lighter? Okay.
Yeah.
I liked Ian has a trench lighter from World War II that basically can run off of anything.
I got a rope lighter somewhere.
It'll work. It's windproof. You can run it on alcohol of any kind, which includes you can do gasoline, you can use perfume, you can use denatured alcohol, you could use rubbing alcohol, anything like that. This thing will burn. But it just, you don't see anything good like that anymore. They don't even do proper Zippos anymore, which is kind of sucky.
Zippos are kind of because they run out of they dry out real fast.
Well, they can, but as long as you take care of them.
Oh, here we go. 5-piece for $6.
Because, I mean, I need Zippo fuel for this. For this. And this is my my John E.
Hi, Jason.
Yep. No, she's not going to answer it. She's not there. She ran for the bathroom.
Oh, well, sucks for them. It's probably Kathy anyway.
Well, Rob, what's your favorite method? King, what's yours? I personally, while I do use my, I prefer to use my Bic. My flint and steel is my preferred method because without matches, which I do have those too. I have a ton of matches.
So do I.
And we've all made our own fire starters using the cotton rounds and wax and stuff like that, because that's the quick and easy method of making fire starters.
No, I've never made any that way, but I do have a bag full of them somewhere.
Didn't I give you some?
No, because I have a bag full of those things. Oh. I have like 2 bags. I just don't know where they're at.
Because I made a whole bunch of them a couple years ago with Ian, because we have a ton of wax here. So we just, because one of the things we pick up a lot of on curbs is candles, of all things. And you just melt that stuff down, dip those cotton rounds in them, and they make really good fire starters.
Now, if you have a lot of sawdust, which unfortunately I know you're not going to have because you don't have a wood shop, but if you happen to get sawdust or even like hay material, you can make it with that. Just crumple it up, or even bark. The egg crate cartons, the cardboard style ones, you pack all that stuff in there and you just pour hot wax on each one of those, and then whenever you need a fire starter, you just rip off the cube and it'll burn for like 5-6 minutes.
Put it in there. I've seen several that people make those. They do a lot of videos about that, emergency fire starters. I actually seen somebody use something. They broke down some particle board and did the same thing. But unfortunately, particle board has a lot of chemicals in it.
Yeah, it's a lot of glue is what it is.
Yeah, so do not use particle board, folks. It may burn really fast and hot, but the fumes are toxic.
Yeah, that's okay. Somebody will avenge them.
No, but I can't tell you how many ferro rods I have gotten, but this is one of my other ones. Not my favorite one. My favorite one's the big one I got from Cliff and my dad's deal.
I got one sitting over here just decomposing on its own.
Yeah, Jenny's got that square one. I gave her the square one.
Yeah, I got to be careful with that thing. I actually took mine and brush sanded it, or sanded it with a brush sander.
Right.
A wire brush. Spray painted it, and it's still degrading.
I found this in my gear. I don't know where I got it, but I got one of these. Little solid fuel tabs. I don't have a small fuel tab stove, but I have bought them before for, I gave one to Scott, SD Mountain Man. I picked it up at the Army surplus store over in Nebraska.
That doesn't mean you can't put that on the ground, stick 3 rocks around it, and put a cup on top of it.
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, my little folding stove that I've got, that flat pack stove I got, you can put it in that. It works just fine. Technically, I could probably put this inside my little alcohol stove. It'd still work. It wouldn't hurt.
Really, Rob? They banned hexamine over there, too? Man, they don't let you guys have anything.
Is this hexamine? Or is this something else?
They're technically hexamine tabs.
It says denatured alcohol. So that's not hexamine. This is solid denatured alcohol. So this might actually be legal. Because it does not say hexamine anywhere on it. I'm not sure how well you guys can see this, but it says...
You ain't gonna be able to read that tiny print.
Right there, first words, denatured alcohol. Or ethanol, technically. But yeah, that's not hexamine. I don't know where I picked it up. I acquired it. And these things are amazing. Everybody gets these when they were kids. But they do work. Just that the ferro rods suck. And this is my original, one of my original ferro rods I carried for years. You can see how deformed that puppy is. And I glued this piece here back on so many times using mainly arrow glue for what I use for my my knocks and stuff, because it seems to work best. But Yuko survival matches and stuff like that. Jenny's got a better kit. I gave her that Four Directions Bushcraft bag, the big one, to go with her kit. And I went with a smaller one that fit my bag better.
I forget I have these things in here.
What are they?
Pack towels.
Are those things. I've heard about getting some of those, thought about getting some of those, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, get it wet and it just unrolls. And you got a big old, like, 12 by 12 freaking wash towel.
What's it made out of?
Same thing a hand wipe is made out of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so whatever the handy wipes are made out of, that's pretty much what they're made out of. Or like the Clorox wipes.
Right.
The same material, but they just compress it into a little circle.
Now, I remember when Crazy Russian Hacker did a little review on those things. And you can get them, I mean, they're really good, and I guess they're non-toxic when you burn them.
Yeah.
So.
It's just like a very thin cotton cloth.
Right. I can see where they could be useful.
But don't burn the like sandy wipe ones. Those things do not burn for squat. They just they smell like burnt plastic.
Here's that steel wool you sent me.
If you got an ad.
I got the thing set up for ads. I was the first person to actually mention that I'm getting ads.
CR must have paid for anti-ads because usually he gets like 400 ads. Him and Rob.
When I picked up that archery kit a while back, I ended up with 3 wire saws overall. I ended up giving one away, one to Ian, and I got my original one that I got from you.
I'm freaking tired all of a sudden.
No, those M&M tubes actually work really well for those compressed towels. According to the Crazy Russian Hacker, that's where he kept his.
I have mine in a janky little fire match kit that I think I got at Walmart for like $1.
Jenny's got one that's in a Zippo tube. I showed you that before. It's just a striker is all it is, and a little compressed towel thing, fire starter deal, and it seems to work really well for what it is. And I've never tried starting a fire with it, but I picked it up because I thought it was a interesting thing because I'd never seen a Zippo fire starter like that before. But I have a lot of the Yuko survival matches, though, and now that solid fuel tab, which I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to remember how I got it. If that makes any
Probably
sense.
came in an emergency food kit or something, like a MRE or something.
It's probable with one of the ones I picked up from the Army Navy outdoor store, maybe. I still got a whole baggie of this, which I'm going to divide in half and give half to Jenny. I don't really, that's a lot of magnesium. So I'm not sure if I should give half the bag, just, give half to Jenny and the other half to Rob or not.
Okay, phone call's over.
Just give it all to Jenny if that's the case.
Add what?
Subtract. By the way, add a few in the GHB.
Oh, okay. Well, I got my get home bag. I already have some. It's Jenny's. But we decided at the end of my live the other day, her get home bag, the little black one I was working on trying to build a proper get home bag for her.
About 33 degrees outside.
Small to put any proper gear in for her to travel any distance. It is only 15 and a half hour walk from where she works to home. But in this weather, that makes it harsh conditions, and us being over 50 each, that's a 2-day to 3-day trip, especially with someone who's not used to hiking like Jenny. And once I get my knee fixed, even so for me, trying to get back in shape to do that. Now, I don't know how far you are from your workplace to home, Cliff, if something happens.
12 miles.
That's not bad.
Day's walk.
No, actually, it won't take too
I'll
long.
do that in about 6 hours, but that's a lot of. Well, I got easier paths because I can walk along the river.
Yeah, shortcuts cut things down, but you also got to be careful of shortcuts because if you know them, someone else does too, especially if you're in a city situation.
The only ones that will know about it are going to be the tweakers.
And those are the ones you got to worry about,
Uh,
especially if you've got gear they want. You know what I mean? If you don't,
I'm a fairly large dude, and nobody's really going to mess with me.
a tweaker wouldn't care.
A tweaker going to get pushed in the water.
No,
Tweaker's also going to have an extra breathing hole or two.
I'm sure. Now, one thing that I did add to both Jenny's and mine is that each of us got some wool socks. And before people say this, these are actually shield socks. Shields. The only long socks I will wear.
Things have like a lifetime warranty. If you actually wear them out, you just contact them, show them a picture, and they send you new ones.
Yeah, I love these shield socks. Huh?
Rat.
You gonna
Good
get
size
it?
one?
No, like I said, no, it's too cold to leave. To remove the glass window. It's too cold
Okay.
on the other side of the shop.
What did he say? What is that? What? Oh, I see.
Hole, HOLE.
Oh.
I think.
The only thing I would worry about on a bug out situation in my area compared to Cliff's or even yours, Jason, is the lack of fuel for any kind of fire or anything like that.
I got lots of fuel here.
No, because we have to, you know how far we have to travel is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
because you can't just carry that much fuel for at least a 2-day trip to keep yourself warm at night.
I got a gas buddy.
I've got a gas buddy too, but the thing is, I can't carry it if my vehicle or her vehicle goes out due to a CME or whatever, any kind of situation like that.
Mine has
We
wheels.
don't have a place to crash. And, we don't have no one available to allow us to stay. We don't have money to rent a place, a hotel room. We're going to have to start walking.
If there's an event like that, I'll just stay at work because we have back rooms for when we do the concerts for the band members.
Well, at least you have food there, though. That's the difference from your place is where you work and Jenny and I work.
He's sitting there looking at me.
This is where you need a blowgun.
No, he's looking right at me while he's eating.
You'd have to take the window out to get him with the blowgun.
It's supposed to be warm enough next week. I can remove it next week.
Or you could just bum rush him with a slingshot.
No, I'm not that good with the slingshot. Not that right now.
No, although you would probably want to stay at where I work, though, Cliff.
No, because I just get drunk.
I wouldn't want to, because the majority of the stuff is not hard liquor at all. It's wine, high-end wine, and mixers. That's all. And because it's a giant warehouse, once the power goes out, that place gets cold. And if it gets too cold, things start going. Hey, Sean, how you doing, brother? I hope you are
Sean?
and warm and not in your truck, because that would suck, depending on where you're at.
I mean, I'm here. I don't know if I would require or consider myself. Did I know what did I do? What the heck?
No, like I said, you have access to food where you're at, Cliff.
Yeah, I do, which is nice.
Your workplace, a restaurant, so you would have access. But now I don't know.
I also have a food distribution warehouse right across the street.
Well, yeah, you mentioned that. You mentioned that you're possibly going in and buying some dehydrated food there, or jerky or something.
No, beef jerky, if anything. They don't have dehydrated food, but they've got tons of pasta and beef jerky, and I can pretty much do whatever I need to just with that stuff.
Oh yeah, jerky can go a long way.
And
but
seasonings.
My warehouse, not so much.
That's not good, Sean.
We do have something a little weird. At least they did when I was there last, working there. We actually had things like olives and stuff like that for like martinis and things, but that's it. They did have some Jack and Coke mixers, little cans, which you might like, but
yeah, I don't drink a lot of sodas, but
this
keep you warm.
It's a full. It's already got everything mixed together. Like a little can like that.
I've bought 2 sodas over the past 3 weeks, and they're still sitting here undrank.
It took me a week to finish one bottle, but I can't because I think the sodas are too sweet now. But I can drink coffee with sugar in it, no problem. Don't ask me why. Maybe because it's artificial sweetener versus real sugar. Possibly, I don't know.
Yeah, it's the corn syrup.
Yeah, that's too many problems there, Sean. That thing should have not turned off after that. Especially once it's running, it should stay warm. But to me, that sounds like a thermostat, idle throttle, or throttle idle, or whatever, and then your freaking glow plugs. No, it's easy to drink 8 liters of soda in one day. Scooter, keep going. Do it, Scooter.
No, but I mean, one thing, there is one place in my warehouse I would probably raid in a grid down situation where
another one until it's next week.
The end is near, whatever. That is our SOP room. Our POS room. Sorry, I got it reversed. That's the point of sale room.
I said no.
You know what that is?
Room?
Huh?
A piece of shit room?
Nope.
Pancakes on shingles?
Nope. Remember that I told you about that tent I got from there?
Yeah.
It's a promotional item. You know those promotional stuff you see at stores and things?
Yeah.
Guess where they store those? This is the room that they store all that stuff in. I mean, I've seen guitars come through there, surfboards, snowshoes, snowboards, TVs, computers, all that stuff. I already mentioned the ice fishing tent, love. And that's just the small a little bit of stuff that's there. Grills are common coming through there. And those kind of things, I would take the POS room over all the alcohol in the warehouse. You guys, it just, once that alcohol is gone, it's gone. But an item that I could use over and over and over again is more valuable to me. If that makes any sense.
All of that wine, I would just pour it into a large container and start boiling it and make my own freaking fuel. You can do it with wine, you just got to cook it a few times.
It's just not, the alcohol content in some of it's just not high enough.
That's why you cook it a few times.
If you have a way to distill it somehow, maybe, but I don't think so. They do have like high-end wines like Dom Perignon, that kind of thing, or even Cristal. But that's about it. Lots of cardboard. That's a given there. We have cardboard. We have tons and tons of
magnets.
The magnets are something I mean, literally, I got one right here. I keep it near me. I actually added something to my setup here where my little TV tray, Cliff. You know most TV trays are
survival bow.
I put my survival bow in the little crook right underneath it.
Yeah, wait till you smack it with your knee and dump everything over. I've been waiting for that since the beginning of the stream, to be honest.
Actually, I don't go out that direction. When I leave, I go this way. I go sideways. And
through your crab.
I got little. I have to go sideways anyway. I can't go forward. I can only go sideways. GoPro, shut off. Nope, it didn't work. GoPro, stop recording.
Were you filming yourself the entire time?
Yep. I charged it up over the day, and ever since I found out that I could use that that Bowyer little clamp that I use for my phone for my GoPro, that saved me a bunch of hassle. Trying to keep it instead of keeping it in a the holder like I normally use. I just pull it out of my normal either my head mount or my chest mount and just hook it up to this without having to add anything. It makes it quicker. Unfortunately, I can't charge it while it's in there, though. That's the only issue.
Y'all remember that little black brush I was trying to figure out what the heck it came from?
Yeah.
Shaver?
I found, no, it's not from my shaver. And it isn't from the coffee, my coffee grinder. It dawned on me today what it came off of, or what it came with. My solar bug zapper.
Oh, you clean the bugs off.
Yeah, it's to go reach in there and clean the carcasses off the zapper coils.
No, the motherland is Ireland, surprisingly enough, though.
It's Russia. That's Mother Russia?
No, Mother Ireland. Remember, my grandma's from Ireland.
I thought your grandmother was from her grandmother.
Huh?
I thought your grandma was from her grandma.
Yep. Yep, she was born in Ireland. So
I thought she was born. It wasn't a hospital?
Illinois?
Actually, no, I don't think she was born in a hospital. I think she was actually born on at home.
Yes, thank you, Rob. Thank you. In Mother Russia, car drive you.
But I have stuff here now that I could, I like that I can have my bow right here instead of having to dig it out or leave it on the floor. I don't have to worry about stepping on it. But generally, I have it right here on that bottom rack right there. But that's where my bow fishing arrows and stuff's at right now.
Colin, you did get that picture I sent you yesterday, right?
I think so.
On Instagram, my basil plant.
Give me a second here. I don't think so. Oh yeah, I did. The indoor basil plant. Yeah,
Yeah, my indoor basil plant.
yeah, I got that.
So
I wasn't sure what. I mean, I didn't read it. I just looked at it. Okay, until you told me it was a basil plant, I didn't read it. I just looked at the picture.
there's the before,
Yeah.
and there's the after.
Wow. Big change.
Oh, I trimmed off a ton of that plant today.
Are you going to do anything with the basil leaves?
Yeah, they're currently sitting out in my dehydrator.
Okay. I am looking forward to some more of the Italian seasoning.
Yeah, I'm going to be working towards that. But yeah,
I will spend you money with your seasoning, though, Cliff. Just let me know.
That's how big that thing was. That bush was huge,
That's pretty cool.
and that's what it looks like now.
That's what she said. No.
It's a bonsai.
Huge. That's a huge bush.
You keep your bush trimmed there, Cliff.
Yeah, I needed to trim it. Somehow that thing was getting scale on it, which I don't understand how, considering it was an indoor plant.
Oh,
Could
they
it be
sneak
the
in.
water?
No, they sneak in.
Scale or snail?
Scale.
With a C.
It's a type of insect.
Oh, I'm not
Yeah,
familiar with it.
it's a weird hard-shelled parrot-like bug that just messes with your plants. It sucks. It basically latches on and eats the sugars.
Yeah,
They're like
it's a,
aphid.
yeah, it's a type of aphid.
Way to go, Sean. Congratulations once again on that, because that's a...
And the only way to get rid of them is, believe it or not, is through injection into the plant.
bleach.
No.
Good pressure water from a water hose. I usually just spray them off.
Well, I wonder what he's going to do with the money besides work on his truck. But
They're still working on his truck.
yeah.
Hey, Weldon Carey.
Harry, how you doing, brother?
Hey, how you doing?
He says when he gets to, I think it's 4K, he's doing a giveaway too.
I would just like to get to 600.
Give me a second here.
What's funny is I haven't seen Bill in a while.
Which one's Bill?
Wickershire Project.
I have not seen them in forever, so I wouldn't know. He is at 3.97K right now.
He's almost there.
He's almost there. But he said as soon as he gets that point, he's going to
All right, just driving
he's going to do a giveaway. So if anybody wants to see who
700.
is out his channel, there's his link right there.
Yeah, I filmed nothing this week, folks. Sorry.
I just filmed what we were talking about for the last 30, 40 minutes we were on. So you're welcome.
I refuse to be safe.
So you skateboard without a helmet, right?
Yeah,
I like to dodge traffic.
You like playing Frogger.
No, I like to dodge traffic.
So you play Frogger.
No, you get a big Dodge, put some big old wheels on the big old lift kit, put a big old freaking snowplow in the front, and you hit traffic.
Did you see the
dodge a
new
car,
Dodges?
You dodge a ball.
Cliff, did you see the new design of Dodges?
No, it probably looks horrible.
They're retro. They're doing a retro look.
Yeah, was it the Charger?
No, truck, not a Charger.
Oh, okay. So I know International Scout is doing pickups again.
It's a retro design on one of the ones they're doing.
Tradesman
It looks like an old school
podcast.
one, but it's a modern everything else underneath.
Get off of there.
I can't remember. Yeah, here it is. It's the Dodge Power Wagon.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
They're doing a new Power Wagon. Here it is.
Is it gonna be Simon and Simon in the cab of the truck?
No, I don't think so. Though the boss might be a part of it. Who knows? But I think that's pretty cool. I'll get rid of that right there.
I like the flatbed part.
But they have more than just the ones with the flatbed. But I love this right here, and it's got a built-in winch. GMC is doing one too.
Can you imagine how much it would cost to change that windshield?
I didn't know
Yeah. That's probably a freaking $1,000 window. That looks more like the old school freaking Peterbilts
It's a Power Wagon.
with those curved windows. Yeah, that in my opinion, that looks ugly AF.
I always liked the old school style, but because these newer ones that look like spaceships are stupid looking. I'm sorry.
They got to get rid of the electric stuff. That stuff is what's killing us worse than the
Did you guys see
stupid.
the new Caterpillar truck?
I heard about it.
Yeah.
They're entering the market. But I have never seen a picture of one yet.
I like it.
Let me see here. I'm trying to find that. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, that's so ugly.
1 million pesos.
Okay. Here's the new one for the GMC. And it's a retro square body.
The Caterpillar truck looks like it was made by DeWalt.
Probably was.
Yeah, I still like the new Lamborghini tractors. I just can't
I do
afford
not like that either.
$240,000 for a tractor.
I would not drive one of those. I'm sorry.
No, that GMC's ugly.
It's an old. Okay, it's on the same line of the truck that was used in Fall Guy,
Never watched it.
the movie or the series.
Both.
I want the truck like they had on Aliens.
Well, the thing is, I like square bodies. I think they're better looking. I don't care about this light bar up here though, but I like the Power Wagon better though.
Well, look
Yeah,
at
it's not have
the
one.
look at the Caterpillar truck.
I did. It's disgusting. I would not even ride in one.
Yeah, I would.
I wouldn't. I hate yellow.
You don't have to get it in yellow. It comes in other colors.
I'm
Johnny,
not,
that looks like you
I'm not a
love it.
fan. I'm sorry. It's too modern looking. I would not drive it. I would not even touch it. But I heard Chevy's supposed to be doing a new retro one too, but I'm not sure.
As long as it ain't the Nova.
These are all trucks.
Now, if you get the new Ford electric truck, would you be
I
riding?
will burn it to the ground.
You didn't
I
hear
will
what
not
I
touch
said,
an
did you?
electric vehicle.
You didn't hear what I said.
I don't care.
Would it be like riding the Lightning?
No,
Ew.
That's what it's called, the Lightning.
I would not even touch it. Oh yeah, here's the Chevy's new version. Let me see. Right here.
Of the 1950s truck?
But that's modern underneath. It's just the body.
Framework of a 1950s looks like step side.
Yep. But everything in the inside, the cab, everything, it's all modern. The frame, the motor, everything else is modern, but except the styling is old school. I like the look. Split window. Love that.
All they really did was they took a either 1950s or 1960s stock body and just revamped the inner.
Yeah. It's a vintage retro revival thing that's going on this year.
A vintage retro revival.
Yeah, did you see the new International Scouts?
I have not seen anything about the internationals yet.
Oh, I like them too.
Gotta move that off my screen. I can't type in my way.
I just wish they had the old guts in it too.
Yeah, I hate squatted trucks too.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of them either.
Squatted trucks and lowriders should be banned from road.
Those are new, right?
No, you gotta type in new. Yeah, there's
Dude,
new NEW.
It looks like Ford made it.
No.
I've seen the commercials at work.
Yeah, it's almost like similar to like the yeah.
Yeah,
That's I'm sorry.
ugly.
That's ugly. It looks like one of those modern renditions of a Hummer.
Land Rover.
Oh, no, I would still rather have the old one with the old guts in it.
Yeah, me too. This right here is like someone's idea on who was on drugs made that.
Yeah. Rob got it. It's a budget Bronco.
Yeah. I also
Now,
still
I
like
don't
the
know.
old,
I'm not sure if
No, it's essentially Bronco meets Land Rover, and that's the offspring. That truck is ugly as heck.
yeah, that's not too good either.
It's English.
That's an F-150.
That's a something.
Now, I don't even like that one.
I also like the old Land Rovers too.
Land Rovers are decent for a Toyota.
No, I'm talking about the old ones when they had the PTOs on them and all that. The
Well,
actual farm vehicle.
Oh, those Land Rovers.
Yes.
So technically, Land Rover actually was a farming company before they started making cars.
Those Chevy Suburbans. The ones the Army loves to get their hands on for target practice.
now check that out. This is what I drove in high school.
Big old Suburban.
1978 Chevy Suburban. That thing was a gas guzzler. You could probably pull a house down. 4-wheel drive.
that's not Jennifer.
No.
Dad.
Yeah, old Chevy Suburban.
But
yes.
they gobbled gas like nobody's business.
Yeah, but that thing also had like a 30-gallon gas tank on there.
Oh yeah, it cost an arm and a leg just to fill up. Hey Scott. Yeah, we got it on the newer vehicles and stuff like that. So don't ask me how that happened. Dang it, I'm out of coffee.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry to hear that you drove one of those new Broncos because those things are ugly.
Oh, they had so many recall issues with them stupid things. They should have just scrapped them, threw them right back in the dumpster.
Oh, I bet. Now, my favorite vehicle was actually a '85 Ford Ranger, and it was a 5-speed, and I love that truck. And just one day, it just stopped running, and I could not get it started. I tried everything: changing batteries, changing the spark plugs, changing the wiring, all that stuff. 3 mechanics could not get it started. I ended up having to sell it to Ford.
Excuse me.
I've heard people changing some vehicles over to LP, but I don't know how cost effective that would be.
Not really, because when you run out of LP, you're stuck unless you go into driving directly to another LP location.
Right. Though I have seen people do the same thing with like minis and stuff like that, because I know minis are, common over where Rob's at, but
I do not like the Mini Coopers, like at all.
Have you seen the big suburban what do they call it? The big giant versions of the Mini Coopers. The SUV versions. They're a joke, but some people like the look. Ever since they decided to screw with the Hummer's original look, everything went downhill.
No, it's these car designers, man. They want to innovate, but their innovations are like ugly as sin. And then people are like, oh yeah, that looks great. And then they get them and drive them out of the road, and all you want to do is run them off the road and kill whoever's driving them because they're dumb enough to buy it.
Right.
This is exactly why I hate the Cybertruck.
Oh yeah,
that is the ugliest piece of garbage on wheels.
You can't haul anything in it, and the biggest thing right now, due to weather being as cold as it is, even down south, the battery life has been quartered, if not by a third, because due to the temperatures.
Cliff, raccoons love them.
Yeah, they're dumpsters.
I think it's a dumpster.
Be right back. I'm getting coffee.
Okay. Yeah, I keep seeing those stupid garbage trucks around here, and I'm like, whoever was dumb enough to buy one of those should have their mental health checked.
I've seen one here, and I don't get it.
No, it's garbage. The bumpers are plastic. Everything falls off. You can't tow nothing with it.
You can't haul much with it. You can't even tow.
Yeah, no, you. That's what I'm saying. You can't tow anything with it. There's no truck bed. I don't know what the heck
it's an SUV, not a truck.
No,
you can't call trucks SUVs trucks. You can't.
It's a laughable pseudo truck, is what that is.
It's a wannabe. I've seen the VW electric bus.
Now, you want stupid. Look at the new electric vehicles for the post office. Good Lord, you want to talk about a joke.
They won't last. The weather will kill it. It will not be cost effective. I don't care what they say. Oh, the innovations are catching up. No, they won't. Because whoever lives in cold climates, like myself, CR, Ajax, anybody in the north, especially when you're living in a place where it's sparsely populated anyway, it would not be cost effective to put in electric vehicle charging stations.
Infrastructure can't handle it.
Nope. So
really
that will go downhill fast.
Like I said, it can barely handle what we have now.
Exactly. And but they're thinking, oh, we can handle it. They'll be, in 2032, everybody will be driving them. No, I won't.
Yeah, there's one for you. Throw that up on screen.
Oh, that's ugly as sin.
Yeah, the first time I saw that, all I can think of is
No,
it's a cartoon.
No, a fourth grader drew that.
Yeah,
they said
that's a joke.
One rock and the whole windshield shattered, and how much is that going to cost to replace?
A lot, because it's a really curved windshield too.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely horrible.
Now, I mean, I say if they're going to change something into something a little cost effective, put them on vegetable oil. Run diesel with vegetable oil.
Biodiesel?
Yeah, biodiesel. It's more cost effective. You're reusing what's already out there, and better than it going in the landfill. And everything smells like French fries.
Most of that stuff doesn't go to landfill. It does get picked up.
Yeah, but it doesn't get reused for anything useful. They use it to burn electric generators. But the thing is, it doesn't help the average person. All it helps is the big companies that you end up selling you back that electricity, which they got the fuel for free.
it's still funny how they have the charging stations and there's a big old giant diesel generator right there. So as soon as it plugs in, it starts up.
Yeah, that's not cost
Cool, I got an electric car.
Well, you got a gas car.
But I can't hear you over that diesel engine.
Okay, I'm not sure if you guys saw this. A few years ago, a guy had an electric car.
Yeah, it's towing a generator.
He towed a generator behind him to charge it as he drove down the road, which made no sense whatsoever. But he even then, with that generator, he didn't generate enough power to keep going very far.
Well, that's redneck ingenuity right there.
Yep.
I don't know. I've seen Teslas breaking down, and the guy pops the supposed trunk, and in the back of it, he's got a gas can and a generator.
That makes no sense. I mean, it's stupid.
Yeah, you're still using
smarter
gas
to go with
to
a
generate
hybrid vehicle. It'd be smarter to go hybrid than they would full on blown electric. But that's
I don't like the hybrids.
well, they'd be more cost effective than the straight on full electric with all those batteries. And if the batteries go bad, like in cold weather, those things cost more than a whole car.
Yeah.
And the average person like you or me cannot afford to replace them.
Yeah.
And
And
why
on
buy
that,
one in the first place?
try disposing of those batteries.
Oh, you can't. You can't. And if you take them back to the dealer, they'll make you pay to dispose for them.
Yep.
And that makes no sense either. So, yeah, we got a vendetta against electric cars here, folks. No worries
If I'm
about that.
going to get an electric car, it's going to be a golf cart.
Yep.
That's street legal.
In some places, you got to have a license on some of them.
Yeah. I said
I
there's
would
street
take a
legal.
gas-powered golf cart over an electric any day because they're faster.
It doesn't take much to modify an actual electric golf cart to go faster than what it normally goes.
But I'm not that mechanically
I'll tell
engineering
you what.
minded.
With the electric golf carts, those things are governed big time.
You can't go very fast. Now,
yeah,
do they have
they
the
have
power
motor on
to work? Yes. But
18
that's
miles
it.
an hour.
Huh?
18 miles an hour is what they're governed for.
Yeah. But you put get a gas powered one, you go a lot faster than that.
Nope. 18 miles an hour.
But the governor is easier to take off of a gas vehicle than an electric one.
You can go faster in an electric one.
But it's easier to take the governor out of a gas powered one, is what I'm saying. Unless you have an electrical degree or know how to work on electric vehicles, you can't do that.
You can adjust the
Contact floats.
the stator.
If you know how to do that.
Yeah, it's not hard.
It's not hard in a gas powered one either. Just take it off.
Yeah, but still, you can only go so fast in the gas one because it can't get any more RPMs.
Oh, yes, it can. Trust me. My dad did it. My dad built go-karts.
Yeah, no, I blew up an engine.
Same principle. And you just changed out the sprocket on it too. That changes the gear ratio. That made it really, really fast. Though I really wish you would have gone four-wheel drive on that thing because it would have been so awesome to see a four-wheel drive golf cart.
Yeah, but when you change the sprocket, you don't have any lower gear. It's real hard to get it going.
You don't need a lower gear.
You do if you're trying to go uphill.
Yep.
Oh, when you're going for speed, no. Remember, we're talking about
Speed only works if you're on a flat surface. If you're trying to go up and up stuff, you're not. If all you have is speed, you're not going to get anywhere because you don't have enough torque.
Well, he was talking about doing it on a sprint car track. So that's more about what's around here.
Yeah, but you still have to, at the same time, even on a flat surface, you have to have a push start. Otherwise, you're not going to go anywhere. It's going to take you a minute to get up to speed.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
If you don't burn out your tires before you
That's
get
why
there.
a lot of the sprint cars do a rolling start in the first place, Cliff.
Now you could probably do a double centrifugal clutch.
I don't know anything about that, but my dad was the mechanic, not me. I just know what he did, and that's about it. I don't know how he did it because he never really got into details.
Oh, you can do a hybrid. Oh, ooh.
I've heard about hybrids.
Yeah, the electric, for the lower gears. And as soon as you get up, it switches over to the gas, which has the higher gear.
Yeah, that would work.
Oh yeah. No, we sell the golf carts at work, the electric ones.
Yeah.
That'll do about 45 miles an hour.
But then you put in a gas motor to get the upper gear ratios. How fast would you go?
No, there's no room in there for that.
Oh, you'd find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Only important thing is you got to worry about your batteries, though. Unless it's a self-charging system.
No, they'll do about 45 miles on a charge.
So you just put a solar panel on the top of your thing and just run it straight to your battery.
I seen one of those on that one survival movie TV show thing, The Colony or something.
Yeah,
they did that on a golf cart with a solar panel.
Yeah, they had 2 solar panels on there because they jacked them from a construction road sign.
Well, the thing is, the building next door to where they were set up had solar panels on the roof too, so they stole them from there too.
It'd be amazing what you can do with 300-400 watts.
Yeah,
they're lucky they had a guy who knew about how to wire those things.
Oh, those aren't that hard.
Well, not the average person doesn't know how to do that.
That's all trial and error.
Well, I mean, one of the people who was in that group, he was a doctor. He had no clue about any of that. Because that's not.
But he's there to keep them from dying. But I mean, at one point they had 3 12-volt batteries wired together to make a welder, and they using.
Actually had 6. They had 6. Actually, they probably had like 8 to 10. They had a whole bunch
of wheelchair.
Yeah.
Remember those old golf carts were 48 volts too.
Yeah.
Those were they decided to mess with them. I still the place up in Harper's Ferry up there by Yellow River, they must have like 500 golf carts in that little town. People don't drive cars there; they drive golf carts.
Yeah, because everything's close.
Yep, because they're right on the Mississippi. They're like everywhere. What's the sand have to do with it, Cliff?
That's how you make a sand battery.
Oh, I've heard of it. I didn't know what it was. I mean, I've never heard how you do it, what a sand battery was.
Yeah, the thing with sand batteries is, was it Earth Dwellers? I think he tried one and he burned his coil because you have to have the heat going the other way. So you have to basically build your sand battery upside down. Because if you put the heating coil on the top, you're going to burn out your heating element because all the heat's going around and up, so it'll melt your contacts. You have to put the heating coil at the bottom and then fill it with sand.
Okay. I don't know anything about that, but that's cool.
Yeah, they're really not hard to make. You just got to buy wire, solar panel, and like a 12-volt battery and a 12-volt coil.
Okay.
Heating coil.
Speaking of solar panels, Jason, if those solar panels come back in stock, please let me know.
Oh, we've had them for over a year.
No, when they come back in stock.
No, they're clearanced. We're not getting them back.
Damn. Would they be online?
No.
Not at the price.
Where? Okay. What are they called again?
The Utilitech 30-watt solar.
Is it Lowe's?
Yeah. Lowe's and Home Depot sell them both. You might be able to find them at your store, but you're not going to get them for $20. They'll be like 65, almost 70.
Well, I'm trying to.
And here's the item number if you want it.
Oh, I do.
5, 4, 3, 7, 6, 2.
Can you type it in the chat, please, so I can copy it? You're giving me numbers, Jason.
Yes. I was giving you the item number.
I am dyslexic as hell. You don't give me numbers like that. It doesn't work. You got to type them in the chat. I can copy and paste them. Look for them that way. But I am on the looking at the solar panels, but I'm not sure. What brand name are they?
Utilitech.
Just type in the item number. It'll automatically come up on the Lowe's website.
Okay. Five, 4, 3, 7, 9, 6, 2. I hope I wrote that right because my mind
If
sees
not, you
everything.
have to type it in again.
Huh?
If you get it wrong, type it in again.
Oh, I'm probably going to do that more than likely than not. Harbor Freight, Amazon, Walmart. No. We got Ronaldo. No, that's.
Yeah, just type in Lowe's.com. You go to their website.
I'm on their website. I'm just trying to see the name because they got Jackery, they got EcoFlow.
Those are the solar generators, not the solar panels.
I'm looking at the panels, portable ones, but not. I don't know if they have that one. Ulitech is what you said?
Utilitech.
Utilitech. I got Nature Power and EcoFlow. I'm not seeing them on their website. But I can look them up online, see if they're somewhere else.
If they're not on Lowe's website, that most likely means at this point they've probably pulled them or disposed of them all.
Walmart has got.
Wrong?
What's the wattage on those? 100 or 30?
Yeah.
Because Walmart's got them.
7,962. Should come up.
Yeah, I got them at Walmart's got.
Yeah, that means we're not carrying it no more.
Yeah, they are at Walmart for like $77.
That's funny. I still found them in mine. They're still $80.
I just want to make sure I get the ones
This
that are-
item is out of stock.
Found them on. That's the 15-watt ones are on eBay. 30
Yeah,
watt you said, right?
30.
30 watt, yeah. Yeah, they're gone, Jason. Even on mine, it's showing that it's out of stock,
Yep.
which means they clearanced them out, and I never got the sale on them, and they probably just tossed them.
Which means somebody probably try to dumpster dive for them if they could.
Nope.
No, not at these locations. They have sealed trash compactors.
That's stupid.
Economic waste for you at its finest.
Just a waste of
No,
I'm trying to see if there's. I don't think they. The thing is, I'm just trying to find a decent one I could carry with me because the little one that I had before, I literally had it plugged into one of my battery packs. I'm sorry, my cell phone, and it actually lost power while charging.
Yeah, you have
So-
to have more direct sunlight.
It was in direct sunlight, but it's also the one I got off at Temu.
You're also not supposed to have anything running on your cell phone. So if you
I
have
had
like,
my cell phone shut off,
yeah, I don't know.
so I'm just trying to find a decent, one I could carry with me that'll actually charge my devices. Now, eBay, somebody has a one for $30 on eBay right now. And tell me if this is the one you're talking about, Jason.
Don't trust things off of eBay.
No, it's already in the box, but it looks like it's been opened.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
same one.
No, I don't know.
The problem is it doesn't come with cables, so you just get the solar panel.
and 2 carabiners. No cables.
That's fine. I can do the cables myself, as long as it has a
Yeah.
jack I can plug into. But mine didn't come with cables either. That's
Sometimes
what
they do, sometimes they don't. You would think for that price that they would ship the cable with it, or at least a 3-footer with it.
You
Right.
just got to be careful. It is 19.5 volts.
Here's another one. Also brand new. Looks like somebody bought a whole bunch of them and then put them up on eBay.
Yep.
There's your thing right there.
Yep.
Because the one, like I said, the one I got is like, if it's 20 watts, I'll be surprised. But because, like I said, I had it plugged in my truck in full sun, and it actually lost power. So it's probably junk. But trying to find a portable one I can put in my pack or something. What the heck is that?
Is what?
Look what CR put under there. Can you understand what he wrote? He writes in code.
Looks like it's sun.
Yeah. Now, how well does your solar panel work for you, Cliff?
Which one?
The one you got from Jason.
Jason still has it.
Yeah, we haven't sent it yet.
We
Okay.
haven't done our exchange on what needs to be accomplished to get it.
Okay. No, I was
The
wondering,
big one works just fine.
the one you normally have for your solar power station.
Yeah, the one that I took for my station when we went camping. Yeah, that thing works just fine.
I saw you set it up while you were there. I wasn't sure how well it charged though, because I never
that thing
asked.
charges quick in good sunlight. Oh, it'll charge in like 2-3 hours. A whole pack.
Yeah, but I can't afford to get the whole thing like you got though. Unfortunately, that thing's expensive.
I only paid $500 for that whole thing.
I just can't throw down $500 to do something like that. I wish I could, but I can't.
No, I want that big EcoFlow.
The 36,000 one that we were talking about. That one
Yeah. Ajax, how's it
How's it
doing?
going, Ajax?
Oh, I should actually let me check on something real quick there, Tyler.
When it comes to the solar stuff, Colin, you just have to. So what I knew I was going to need one, so I was putting money aside specifically for that. I could have gone up to like $800-900. I just didn't want to, but I could
Right.
have. I could have gotten a bigger unit, but I really didn't think that I was going to be doing all of that much stuff out there that would require me to have a bigger unit.
So cold.
You want my blanket?
Yeah, let's freeze.
Yeah, I can send you that money for that right now. I just got paid.
My wife just got her paycheck too from me.
No, they sent my workman's comp check. So,
Yeah, no. Like I said, we got to do the groceries and some other stuff.
I still got to do that tomorrow, but I've got to pay the gas bill, the light bill, the internet bill, and some other stuff.
Yeah, here you go. The AC 180 is a $569, and that's similar to the one I have. Oh. Why do you not? I want to click. Don't give me what I want.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, it's a weasel. Ooh, what do they got? Flashlight. Ooh, Jason.
What?
The semi-big system right now is $1,600 for the 2,764 watt-hour one.
Really?
Yeah, it's on sale right now.
I can't afford it right now.
Then they have the other one, which is 2,400 watts at 3,686 watt-hours. That's the Life PO4. It's $1,500. Down from 2,700.
You just got. I didn't get the. Let me check something, Tyler. Sorry.
Yeah, I just don't have really a place to really put the solar panels out.
Yeah.
Tyler, I have the money for that right now. You just got to know where I need to send it.
I really do not want to put the solar panels on the house because I don't want to be drilling holes through my roof.
Yeah.
But don't you have enough yard to put one up on a stand outside
But
your house?
I got all the trees.
Pick trees you can get rid of.
Yeah.
That's all I can tell you.
No, I probably won't do that with this house here.
What?
I'm probably going to be shutting down at the half hour, folks.
Solar.
I'm starting to get tired.
Solar.
I have done live for the last 3 days straight, so I'm a little tired.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have done lives 3 days in a row.
Well, I normally do Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I decided to go on yesterday and it kind of ran long. And went all the way to 10 o'clock. But we're going to worry about that later. But yeah, I'm going to try to get me a decent solar panel because, like I said, the one I have, they say it's a 20 watt, but I can't guarantee that because, like I said, every time I've had it plugged in, even to my phone, I lose power for some reason. It might be a connection. It could be a bad solar panel. I don't know.
Could be a charge cable.
Brand new charge cable. A little teeny short one. Be well, CR.
Bye, CR.
The charge cable, at least get a 3-foot one. That way you can, actually not have the phone 10 centimeters away from the charger.
Well, I was using one that I knew that was good, and I was trying to test it, make sure that it actually charges something. That's all I was doing. That's it's a test model. It's not something I would carry with me on the trail or anything like that. But everything I tried, I mean, it shows that it's charging, but it doesn't actually charge, which is really weird.
All right, who's sending me things now?
I don't know. Probably
Either CR or Jason.
What?
That would be CR. Sending us stuff on the chat, on the group chat. Okay, now the question is were any of us correct on that one there, CR?
Oh, we were doing everything we could have to try to come up with this name. Though Terrence was a good choice. I also tried the Randy thing didn't work. I tried what was another name I tried? I had a whole bunch of names that I just picked out just to try to see if it was. But then I'd end up with a 5-letter first name like Dave or David. You know what I mean? Would work in that But neither one of those worked because the rest of the letters didn't make up anything. So you got Terrence.
Well, you still have the A on there, so it could have been Dandy.
It could be Carrie, for all we know. Or Cedric. Cedric would be a good name for him, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, the letters
But
are
again, like we were discussing yesterday, depending on if he's Canadian or if he's French Canadian. If he's French Canadian, then the last name could make absolutely no sense to us in English.
True. But I mean, the letters wouldn't even make it. They had too many vowels, is what I'm saying. And you're saying,
well, you missed that didn't put the A in there, so you were still missing the A from yesterday.
no, I went back and wrote down the whole thing, and I started subtracting the letters of the names that I would choose, and I still can't find. Like I said, I tried David, I tried Dave, I tried Terrence. I guess I could have tried Terry. That would have worked.
Even if you got it right, he will not say.
Oh, we know that, But
he'll tell me if I got it wrong because I kept saying that I think his name is Randy, and after about 3 months of me saying his name was Randy, he finally said nope, it was wrong.
But the thing is, we're trying to come up with some of the weirdest names we can think of, because that's.
Bye, CR. He's still not going to tell me.
Oh, he's been out of here for 3 minutes already. He's been gone since the quarter hour. But there's so many first names it could be, and we'll
He just
never.
gave me laughing face. So I don't know.
Yeah. It just we'll never figure it out without him actually, secretly telling us what it is.
He'll never secretly tell
But
me.
the thing is, you can't tell by looking at his face what nationality he is. We know where he lives, but we can't tell where he's, his nationality and stuff like that, because all you see is his glasses and his hat and stuff. So you can't really tell much.
Highway.
And you really can't tell from his accent either, from his videos either. So that's kind of put things off too. If he was French Canadian, he'd probably have a French style accent, but I doubt it.
No, he'd be talking too fast.
And
If you think about it, Mallory's French Canadian.
Well, Mallory, you can tell. But
Yeah, it depends on whether or not she's talking in French or not.
no,
I
but
would not sit in one of those chairs. My fat ass would
her accent with the lilt that she has, you can tell. But she was born in the States, so she's got a dual citizenship thing going on.
That is interesting.
But I haven't seen Mal in about a week or so.
Since she popped up on my live Saturday,
Yeah,
or last Saturday,
and
not
she
this
was,
Saturday.
she was
Saturday
only in
before.
for a little while too. So, but I had to leave early because I got tired. Oh, I'm helping Ian get his ID on Friday, so he can actually get his hunting fishing license back. But he is jumping through so many hoops to at least get his ID card.
Oh, that's full of cows.
What's full of cows?
Oh,
The
this
meat
piece of
section at Walmart?
No, this piece of property I'm looking at.
Oh, I heard something about Texas, Jason.
Yeah, they got snow.
No,
What?
it's not snow related. Somewhere, I think it's might be Dallas or one of the other bigger cities is acquiring 200,000 acres from private citizens to make a reservoir.
Oh, yes. That's one of two reservoirs.
And the thing is, they're doing eminent domain to do it.
Yes, I know.
And the thing is putting families out of work and home.
They're still paying them.
Pennies on the dollar of people, the land that they've owned since the 1800s.
No, they're giving them fair market value.
No, they're not.
I looked into it.
Fair market value doesn't, pay for your ancestral home. I'm sorry, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It does not.
Well, it's like selling a car. You got so much sentimental value to the car. You can't. If you're going to sell a car, you
If
can't.
your parents and grandparents are buried on the property, it does not.
Oh, and then it becomes a cemetery. They can't do nothing.
But the thing is, there's another places that did the reservoir thing, and they put $1 million homes on it, and it just basically
They turned around and sold it for a lot of money.
Exactly, but they put families out of their homes because they wanted to, subjugate themselves to millionaires, which really, I really hate the words eminent domain. I think they should get rid of it. Okay, I will let you know. I'm checking right now.
He did not get it. He did not get it. He didn't not get it.
I just got it.
I don't know.
I'll email him after my live. I'll email him on my Gmail after this, so we can get that taken care of. I'm going to be out at the bottom of the hour, folks. So I've got things I got to do. I got some bills I got to pay and all that other fun stuff. So I've got like 3 or 4 bills I can pay before I even go anywhere tomorrow. So that's good at least.
Ooh, where's this at?
Now, let's end things out on a lighter note because I was getting a little riled up about that because I have really bad deals with the government, which really torques me off, and I'd rather not go down that road. So someone come up with something positive, please. Let's get this thing started on
the top end of a battery.
No batteries. That gets me down on another whole thing about lithium mines in North Carolina. I'd rather not go down that
Northern
road.
Canada?
Huh?
You mean Northern Canada?
No, Western Northern Canada.
That's what NCS Northern Canada. I always give everybody crap about that.
There's still people living in tents there, and people over the weekend, a family of 3 froze to death because they don't have proper housing. And no one can say otherwise that this is government conspiracy. But on a good note, we'll hopefully everybody has a really good weekend, and I hope that everybody is going to be going in and to check out Wilden Carey's channel as well as King's channel.
Oh yeah, I was just waiting for him to do the announcement for the
King Break Barrel 3600. There's the links in the chat for both. And like I said, King is going to be doing a giveaway for a PCP air rifle as well as a CO2 air rifle. So
I like CO2s.
I've never had one, but the thing is,
Fun.
you got to be a member of this channel. You got to like, share, subscribe. When he puts out that video for that thing, when he gets to 100 subscribers, is when he's going to do the giveaway.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the announcement.
Well, sometimes you just can't wait. Just got to just jump in and do it. You know that.
Yeah, no, I just gotta wait for him to post it.
But right now, he's running about 73 subscribers. He lost somebody. He had 74 earlier.
Mm.
So
He hasn't put out a video in a long time. He needs to start putting out videos.
well, you talk to him.
Yeah,
Because it's your channel,
yeah.
yours and Tyler's.
You need to put out content.
That was you, Doug,
No, that was me.
putting your tongue on 9-volt batteries.
Oh, we've been doing that since the 60s.
Everybody been doing that.
Just don't do it to a capacitor. You only do
No,
it once.
you can do it to a capacitor. You just don't do it to a charged capacitor.
Yes.
Because that'll discharge you quite a ways down and very far.
Rob says 54 days straight of putting out shorts. Quit lighting your
Dang,
shorts
Rob,
on fire.
he must have a good paycheck buying all them shorts just to throw them out there.
Yep. Remember when they had those big what are those big D cell batteries? The dry cell battery things with those springs on the top. I can't remember what they're called. What were those?
Oh, those big old camera batteries or the flash
The big,
batteries?
the big lantern ones.
Those are
The big
6
flare
volts.
lights.
They're 6
Yeah,
volt.
how much? 6-volt batteries?
Yes.
Yeah, remember those things were all the rage back in the 70s?
Yeah, they still are.
You don't see them much anymore.
Yeah, we sell them at work all the
Yeah,
time.
but they don't. They don't not advertising them.
Yeah, it's because usually nobody wants to spend the $12 for the battery for a flashlight that's only going to last for about 2-3 weeks, and then it's going to be dead. And then you
No,
have to
I,
go buy
I
a new
think
battery.
I think it's like $5.
Is it?
Yeah.
Now, however, you can run a couple of little light wires and some alligator clips onto those and use those to start random things on fire. It's basically like a mini welder.
A lot of people use them for their deer feeders.
Yeah, your batteries at Lowe's are $5, but everywhere else is 10 or higher.
Yeah. Yeah, we got trays of them at work. I think we got like 150 of them, I think, somewhere around there.
Yeah. Ace Hardware has them at $8.
3-minute warning.
Yep. Thank you, sir.
Everybody figured out.
Okay. Thank you, Tyler. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm going to email him right after this live. I've got a couple other bills I got to pay at the same time. So that's going to be fun to do. So I'll get those done before I go to bed tonight. I don't even have to leave the house to pay some of those bills. So that's cool. I'll be picking up a squirrel skinner. Because those things would make my life a lot easier when cleaning squirrels. Because that sucks trying to do it while standing on one leg, trying to skin a squirrel with one hand. It's while holding it down with the other. It doesn't work for me. And it's very, very bloody. So I know Cliff does not hunt. Doesn't mean he couldn't. Doesn't mean he hasn't. Just that he don't. Matter of choice. We're going to be out. We got 1 minute left, folks. I want to say thank you to everybody who's coming in. Came in. King, thank you for coming in. We got Scott, CR, Tyler, Rob, Molly, Jason, Cliff, Sean, Wilden Carey. I think I didn't miss anybody, did I? Doug.
CR.
I said CR. And I said Tyler. And Colin, thank you for coming in too. Posting myself. But I want to say thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. Please check out Wilden Carey and King Break Barrel 3600. Give them a like. Check them out. And go see Cliff on Saturday for his next live. And we'll be discussing anything and everything gardening. Maybe you can do more on your basil plant. Any updates on your basil?
I've already done enough on my basil. If I do more on my basil plant, I'll kill the plant.
No. Discussing your basil plant. Like you're dehydrating of your leaves, that kind of thing.
Yeah, the funny thing is I have another big one in the greenhouse too.
Well, there you go.
Oh, plants.
But we can discuss that and other things.
All that timber.
Yep.
Oh, did you get the link I sent you about the guy who did the underground fire thing for heating up a greenhouse? I sent you on Instagram. It was from YouTube.
I didn't get it.
No, I sent it to Cliff.
You did?
Yes, on Instagram. Directly to you, not through the outdoor people setup. But I'm going to close this off real quick. Thank you all for coming. Once again, I'm out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Separate.
You do that.